And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The kick by pass is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points we put on the board.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 28-yard line.
Are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
First down, this is McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. from the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
At the 46-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Steelers.
They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. No gain there on the first down play.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down. And 10 yards to go.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They're going to look to throw. Being chased out left. Now he's going to throw deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. these guys get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point forthcoming. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter.
Extra score, Bills 10, Steelers nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
11 on the play. And the Steelers.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. To the air again with Bridgewater. Off the screen pass, that's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Jalen Mills in on the stop. But you talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, it makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the 1st. first down carry by Jones. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Ronald Jones, 79 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
For the extra point.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. After the sack here, 2nd and 11.
Second down.
On the ground, McCaffrey. They'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
12 yards. And it's 4th down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And taken at the 46. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
No gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
8-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
2nd and 11. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Play action. They'll throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. The crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And this score will stay right where it is. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Bridgewater now from the 50. Gives this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
48-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Bridgewater now. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
First down, Steelers.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater escaping the pressure right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Bridgewater on first down. It's a slant to Gronkowski. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Steelers.
Throwing is Bridgewater. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Here's Bridgewater. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And incomplete on the deep ball. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. And again, it's Bridgewater. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up at the 40. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
At the 40-yard line.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. First times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
10.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. It's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A gain of 3, second down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. On 2nd and 7, Bridgewater eluding the pressure right. Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. He's at the 50. 30. 20.
Let's get that swagger, y'all.
And he's going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Bass on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Bills 31, Steelers nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
5-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A gain of 5.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Throwing, Bridgewater. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And the Steelers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To throw is Bridgewater. Flushed out right. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. And that will be incomplete.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. They run the counter. It's Harris, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up the 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
First down, Steelers.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. Now they go screen. It's complete. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And down to the 16-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And now it's 2nd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater buying time to his left. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and now it's 3rd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. And now here's another interception. And Jackson picks it. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
They'll go again to Jones. Gets it up around the 22 and no further. Did show some power on the run, but not a whole lot of room. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They'll drop to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. The Bills send the punter out. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. This is taken at the 15. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. He's going to let it fly. Oh, my goodness, another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Darnell Mooney, the target there. But it's going to be second down.
The 22-yard line.
Now the toss to Jones, running right. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Again, it's Jones. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. I know there may be temptation to go for it here in overtime, but you have to punt the football.
I like how emphatic you are about it, because I know the tendency is, as a player, let's go get this thing. You're actually telling your coach, come on, coach, we can get it. We have that play call. And the head coach has to remember, that play call likely isn't there. Punt the ball away. Punt it away. Be smart.
Trust your defense.
Trust them.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the guy? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, body. Hey, I don't know no. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Hey, couple of bins up in my pocket. I don't want pause to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. It's that's when I'm honest. Penthouse building, reach heaven's heights. Now that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, yeah. Whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, body. Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. I don't be with me so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the guy? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, body. Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Hey, couple of bins up in my pocket. I don't want pause to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. It's that's when I'm honest. Penthouse building, reach heaven's heights. Now that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, yeah. Whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, body. Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. I don't know no better, I'm on this every day.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'm a